President Obama has proposed a federal tax credit for small businesses that hire new workers, and the D.C. City Council is considering a similar move on its own. What role do small businesses play in our regional economy, Christian Johansson?
Well, small businesses, it's overstated to say that they're the backbone of our economy, but 97% of all businesses in the state of Maryland are small businesses. 52% or more of our workers work for small businesses. Every recession, if we go back in history, every recovery has usually been led by small businesses. And so, obviously, at least in Maryland, and I would say, I hesitate to overspeak for Virginia, but I would make the statement that small business is big business. And it's a critical part of what we need to get right in order to get our economy going. And so, there's a number of initiatives that we've taken on specifically on that. The first thing is that the biggest issue they're having is just getting access to credit. And often for these small businesses, you have credit-worthy businesses, nothing has changed, but they can't get that credit. So we've proposed about $10 million in guarantee funds that would help guarantee small business loans. And every dollar that we guarantee is roughly $6.5 of lending. So we think we can put around $65 million of liquidity into small businesses. And the second thing is that when you look at a number of these small businesses have let people go, and they need a little bit of a push and incentive to bring some of these people back. And so we're actually proposing a job creation and recovery tax credit that would give any company a $3,000 tax credit if they hire an unemployed Marylander. And so we're hoping to address some of the unemployment issues with that as well.
What does a small business look like if we're talking, say, about cyber security?
Well, in Maryland, you have around 6,500 businesses focused on computer systems design and related services. Out of that, around 6,100 of those are small businesses with an average of around 10 employees. And so when we talk about our core strengths as a state, in all our industries, small businesses tend to dominate.
And Gerald Gordon, our perceptions changing? When I came here, and I'm sure for up until about 20 years ago, the federal government was seen as the center of job growth in the Washington area. That seems to be changing. Small businesses now seem more and more to be the focus of job creation in this area.
Well, Christian's right. I mean, small businesses, whether it's during a recession or an up economy, it doesn't really matter. Small businesses are really the vast majority of the growth and the vast majority of the base economy in any area. For us, small businesses are in a variety of different industries, and they tend to thrive in, some of them tend to thrive in this economy because they're more nimble than the large businesses. So when the feds are looking for contractual work to be done quickly, or private sector needs to respond, a small business can do that more readily than a large business in many cases.